All right. So 1980, you're going out to Ontario for the last race of the year. And
you should have John Dotson in.
And going through Texas, somebody gets the big idea to go across the border into Juarez.
Well, everybody done that. First thing, Elmo Langley was the mayor over there, so we did. we were protected because we had the mayor on our side. No, everybody stopped in El Paso at the Holiday Inn there, and then they'd get a cab or whatever. They didn't have Ubers back then, or they'd get and you could walk over there really, but they'd get a cab and go over to Mexico and drink and carry on and stuff and buy a jacket that when you put your arm in the sleeve come off or whatever. And we went over there and got in a little scuffle. Barry started it, Barry Dotson and everything. We get arrested.
In Juarez.
In Juarez. They haul us about 80 miles down in there to a prison or jail or whatever. Didn't have no damn chain link thing over top of it. We got to be in Ontario Friday morning. Now we're getting arrested on Tuesday or something. We got out Thursday afternoon, and we drove 11 more hours and got there Friday morning. Everybody else has done practice Thursday and everything. They're going to practice an hour practice and then qualify. And we didn't even know if we was going to get there.
Was there anybody at the racetrack?
Harry Hyde, they give me one phone call, and I called over to that Holiday Inn. That was about 3 in the morning. And I woke Harry Hyde up, and I said, Harry, we're over here in Boma Diaz or whatever the hell the town was named. They got us in jail over here. There was me, Barry, Eddie Crapp, Pete Peterson, and we had a PGA golfer with us, George Cadle. He lost his card. He was supposed to be at the Bob Hope Desert Classic on Wednesday playing in the Pro-Am. And they yanked his PGA card. He always, every time, and I still talk to him and everything, every time he calls, he says, amigo. But anyway, we had money. They wanted $500 a piece for us to get out. They just wanted the money. They would come up to the thing. They throwed us in this holding cell with about 15, 20 Mexicans and everything, and I'll tell you,
well, you're going to have that in Mexico.
Yeah, whatever. They threw this one that was in the Mexican army, and he could speak English. This guy would come up to the thing, and I said, tell him we got money. Tell him we got money. We'll get him out. And after about 3 or 4 times of that, when he come back up there and look in there at this guy that he could speak English, he'd start talking to him, and I'd hit him, and this was after a day and a half, 2 days, and I'd tell him we got money over on the other side. We'll go send somebody to go get it. I have money in the trunk. And that guy that was on it, he says, I know what you're saying. He could speak English the whole damn time. Anyway, the Mexican guy. And anyway, they picked Toucan out. James Murray, Toucan. Yeah. He was about the low guy on the total point. So he goes across, and that's when they had that gas war, and all the cars were backed up on the border going over. It took him about 2 hours to go 60 miles, 4 hours, about 60 miles. I said, and George kept saying, I'll never forget him. He wouldn't leave us here, would he? And I said, no, he wouldn't, George. George said, about every hour, he said, he wouldn't leave us here, would he? The golfer, George. And I says, no. And anyway, Toucan come back and had 25, and we paid him, and we got in a cab right outside this jail or whatever the hell it was. I told them guys, I'm getting in the front next to the driver. I'm getting in the middle. There was 5 of us. I said, 3 in the back, 2 in the front. Sitting in front. I said, I'm sitting next. The old 64 Chevrolet taxi cab. I said, I'm sitting in the middle. If this son of a bitch goes the wrong way, I'm kicking him out, and we're going to the border. I didn't even know which the hell way the border was. I could have been going more south. So anyway, he takes us back over. We get out. We get in that truck, and there ain't nobody saying much of anything. I mean, it took me 30 it was 32. I was 32 years old, 33. I said, it took me 32 years to grow up. I growed up right then and there. And Barry and all of them did. And we get there, and D.K. Aldridge had something on the back of his car that says Juarez boys or some damn thing. And he heard about us. And back to Harry Hyde. I call him 3 o'clock in the morning, and I say, Harry, we're over here. Get somebody to get us out. We're over here. David, if you're shitting me, because I always play jokes on everybody. And he said, if you better be sure, don't be pulling my leg 3 o'clock in the morning, because their truck was sitting there, 4 or 5 trucks. And I got a hold of him. And anyway, he never done nothing. He just went on. And then he finally realized, well, he was telling the truth. They are in the jail. They all practiced. We got there Friday morning. Got out, we unloaded, got through inspection. Anyway, 1 hour practice. We practiced, got back. Benny, he's sitting there waiting. He don't know. They didn't have cell phones or nothing to call nobody. And then Barry and everybody told him where we was, and everything. Said, damn, you guys are lucky you're out. And even I said to that one guy that said, where's the American consular? They come around and get the people. He said, you might see him 6 months and then never see him again. Anyway, we got there. We're so damn scared and trying to get over it. We sat on the pole, win the race. So that settled everything. Then we go to Las Vegas, and that's when they hired Baker. Baker left, and we go to Las Vegas and have a good time. And Benny's leaving, and Cale's coming, but that was the Mexican deal. And actually, we got in such a fight. Them bars over there was like them shacks in Vietnam. And we knocked a wall down into another bar. That's how big this fight was. They come out of the walls, them people to fight. It was unreal. They should have filmed that. Lucky we're alive.